We made it in time! We fucking made it in time, ladies and fucking gentlemen! We made it! Your interference will now only worsen the situation. You know I'm right. No matter how angry you must be, or even yourself, remember, we didn't cause this. I'm just calling Hutchin real quick. Fucking yes, we fucking made it! Literally just fucking made it. How the fuck did we just make it? Hachan, stop dancing with your little. You can come here and dance.
Ow.
It's the wide reaction screen, by the way. Oh my god. My god. How the fuck did we make it? I don't know.
What was that? Was that a dream? But it was so vivid. Wait, was that there before?
Ooh!
Was it you?
Huh?
Were you the one to kill Seven?
Takami? How did you get in here?
Answer the question.
I don't know what you expect me to say.
What's this then?
I found that in here.
And you decide to hold on to it? This opener's edge may not be sharp, but it can easily puncture the skin with enough force.
I wanted to hide it and prevent it from falling into anyone else's hands. I didn't want there to be another killing. Are you going to kill me?
Do you truly believe I'm going to kill you?
No.
Then don't ask such a pointless question. I'm going to hold on to this for now, until I know I can trust you.
Why do you think I killed Seven?
Because outside the group investigating the kitchen, your group had the greatest opportunity to do so. Though to be fair, at this point, anyone is fair game.
Does it have to do with how you got in here? That door over there has been sealed shut. I've been trapped in here for hours.
That's right. I believe I finally uncovered the truth behind this facility's layout.
And what would that be?
It's better if I show you.
Oh shit! That's 3D! And we're back in 2.5D.
No! I refuse to believe it!
But it's the only scenario that makes any sense. We are the only three voices who knew about this location, aside from
I love the pixelation.
If the judge wanted the evidence gone, he would have done so long before now. Or he could have simply refrained from telling us about the location at all. The only possible explanation is that one of us tipped off somebody about this place before we arrived here.
But why would any of us do that?
Perhaps they've been working alongside the same people who kidnapped the other voices. Which, if that were the case, would mean that the information in the missing documents must be very important to them for some reason. You've been awfully quiet, Tyrell.
I've just been thinking. Right before we left, you did disappear on us for a while, Fulbright.
Huh?
That is true.
But I told you, I was just doing my judiciary duty and the little justices were...
God, can't you just say you were going to the bathroom like a normal person? But that's beside the point. Before I left to go outside, I could have sworn I heard you in the bathroom talking on your phone.
That's preposterous. What would make you even say that?
Because you always say the exact same thing every time you make her take a call. Hello, this is Bobby Fulbright, purveyor of justice.
I do not. Gary, back me up here.
You do say that a lot, Bobby. I always have to put the phone a few inches from my face whenever you call.
I'm still working on my inside voice.
So,
The fuck's an
who are you
inside
talking
voice?
to?
My mother. Yes, my mother. She's been very sick, so
You
I
just
wanted to
admitted.
check up on her.
Is that right? Then why were you so reluctant to tell us about it?
Well, I mean, because it's embarrassing. I didn't want you guys knowing I was talking to my mommy on the job.
You always were a terrible liar, Fulbright.
I'm not lying. Really, I'm not.
Then you won't mind if I take a gander at your phone.
You will do no such thing.
Bobby?
Oh!
You two will stay right where I can see you.
Quick, you can't shoot both of you.
Where are we going?
Oh,
We'll see
zero
soon
escape
enough.
music.
Wait a minute. If you're here, then what happened to Komaeda and Joshua?
Joshua wasn't in the kitchen when I woke up, so I have no clue. And as for Komaeda, he's relatively fine.
That's not exactly comforting.
Where's
Your
the jump
comfort
cut to
levels
him?
aren't my concern. I'm not going to waste my breath. Just know that he isn't dead.
That's even less comforting.
Why isn't there a jump
In
cut to
here.
Komaeda going... Oh, God!
This is a bedroom?
More like a dormitory, which makes sense when you think about it. In a facility containing a cafeteria, a kitchen, and a game room, it isn't too surprising to find a dormitory here as well. It's like we're on a college campus.
Seems like this facility was designed
That
to house
explains
a
the lack
number
of
people.
condoms.
I wonder if these blacked out pictures are maybe referencing whoever they were.
I remember seeing a similar paint-covered picture
The
back in the cafeteria,
Faba
but it was strangely missing when I passed
Bugagugu.
through there last.
The
Since Joshua was the one to
Fagu
explore
Gaga.
that room the most,
The
I wouldn't be surprised if he
Futaba
had
Gaga.
something to do with its removal.
What a strange place this is.
Oh, this is nothing. Check the room over there.
Funjaripa. That's the thing, I think. Oh
It
my...
was like this when I found it.
Oh my god, it's Metal Gear
This
Solid
happened
5!
Before we showed up? Or after?
That is the question, isn't it?
Hold on a second. Where exactly is this room on the map anyway?
Funyarinpa.
Nowhere.
That's the one.
This room in the tunnel we took to get here weren't on any of the maps that Zero provided us with. You realize what that means, don't you?
The layout of this place was a lie.
Exactly. It occurred to me after I left the light blue area. At the time of Seven's death, there were already 3 people in that sector, meaning the only door inside was sealed shut. I already knew it was highly unlikely Joshua was the killer. The entryway between the kitchen and the cafeteria was right next to the locked door I was examining at the time, meaning it would have been nigh impossible for Joshua to have snuck by me without my noticing.
You seemed pretty adamant before that he could have been the killer.
That's because at the time, I didn't have any other possible theories. And without some kind of reasonable doubt, I knew I'd be the first person you all would suspect.
Oof.
So, if the culprit was neither Joshua nor myself, it could only mean that someone else was responsible for Seven's death. And if that was true, whoever this person was must have had another way of entering the sealed sector. So I headed to the yellow sector where you all went, and began inspecting every inch of the walls there. Until eventually, I found it. An almost imperceptible keyhole in the southern wall of the gaming room, located between a small gap in the arcade cabinets.
A keyhole?
Honestly, unless you were looking for it specifically, you would probably never know it was there. And of course, wouldn't you know it, this key that I found inside the locked door in the kitchen fit perfectly. Want to take a guess where that door led?
It couldn't be. It took you back to the kitchen?
Precisely. And because this secret tunnel bypasses the sensors that detect how many people are in a sector, it means that it's more than possible for an additional person to enter the kitchen even at maximum capacity. That wasn't the only tunnel I came across, though. I discovered another one that extended north of the arcade and led me to the hidden room we're in now. It's also where I acquired this. The moment I entered this secret area, I received this keycard. I imagine this is the well-hidden 5th keycard Zero was talking about.
And this room also connects to the pink sector.
That's right. While I have yet to explore the western side of the facility, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a tunnel connecting the sectors over there too, which means with this key, you could potentially go anywhere in this facility unhindered.
And because our sector was the closest in proximity to the kitchen, we're the most likely suspects in Seven's murder.
Do you understand now why I don't trust you yet? There was a second one of these keys, and it was missing when I unlocked the door.
But you already patted me down, right? I don't have the key.
Yeah,
It
but you
doesn't
have
mean
more
you couldn't
places
have
to
hidden it
hide.
somewhere.
You know,
When Mary and I were
movies
investigating the
and
arcade,
other places.
most of our focus was on that infuriating Frogger clone. I suppose it's not impossible someone could have snuck by us during that time. Could it be Did Komaeda?
I've already eliminated Komaeda as a potential suspect.
Really? On what basis?
Let's just say Komaeda and I shared a few choice words with each other. Call it a gut feeling if you will, but I just don't see him being Seven's killer. He's definitely crazy, but not that crazy.
I can't tell if that's a compliment or not.
It isn't.
You know, I think there's something else we need to be asking.
And what would that be?
When exactly did the killer take the other key? Was there even an opportunity for them to do so? We were all together in the lobby at the start of the game, and you all went to the light blue sector shortly afterwards.
That's a good point. There wasn't an opportunity for someone to have snuck in there.
What if the killer didn't get the key during the game?
What do you mean?
Is it possible that they've had this key the entire time we were here?
Like they've had us this before the game even started. But if that were true, then that would mean that this person wasn't knocked unconscious like the rest of us.
Or it's one of us.
That they woke up well before we did. They also would have needed to know exactly where the key was and what it was used for.
It's not impossible, and it would explain a lot. You said it yourself. You wouldn't have known the hidden door was there unless you were specifically looking for it.
Of course. So this person, this Blackened, has to be the creator of this notary game, i.e. Zero himself.
Or at the very least, there's someone with a decent knowledge of this facility's true layout.
This game is a farce. Even before it started, the odds were stacked against us. You were wrong, Chiaki. Zero never wanted us to succeed. He just wanted to see us kill each other for his own twisted amusement.
Why wouldn't
He's
you?
no better than Monokuma.
If
Hey!
it wasn't anyone in our sector that killed Seven, then it had to be someone in the other sectors.
It's not a bad thing.
Monokuma, Donald, or Moshirige.
Yeah, see, Moshirige keeps coming up.
Where does that door lead?
I don't know. I can't open the door with a key like the other ones.
Seems like you need some kind of code to do it.
Great! Just what I need. Another mysterious locked door.
Well, I think for now it'd be best to reconvene with everyone back in the lobby and share what information we found. Where did you leave Komaeda?
He should still be back in the kitchen.
Let's go check up on him too.
I'm gonna leave that to you then. If that moron dropped dead, that would create a serious problem for me.
And why exactly would he drop dead?
It's a long story.
I've got time.
Not if you value your sanity. I never want to hear the words bagel or waffle ever again. What the hell was that?
Sounds like things are starting to heat up out there. I truly am hopeless. What am I doing? Just lying around. I'll never be able to become the ultimate hope if I just give up now. I've been given a very fortuitous opportunity here, and I shouldn't squander it. All right, Komaeda. It's time to get to work.
Shouldn't he, like, eat something or drink something for all the blood loss he's recently had?
Anybody get the number of that gummy ship? Jeez, my head is killing me. Huh? Your Majesty?
Oh
Where'd you
no,
go?
we have a Danganronpa 3 situation.
Huh? Your Majesty!
When you start, I will not talk Hutchin. I will keep my mouth shut. If I say anything, you can get the ball gag and put it
Your
on me.
Majesty! No! No! I was getting so close to reaching you. The real you. God damn it. Zor was right. I really am the worst healer.
Donald's my spirit animal. Fuck! Motherfucker. I kinda like Donald. He was my spirit animal. He was fed up with everyone's shit. An AI. It's an AI. AI Chiaki. What other AIs do we know about? Hachan, please fill the water when you have a chance. I don't care if it's bathroom tap water. I'll live with it. I won't die. Grazie. And I will shut up, I promise. I won't say a word. Oh god, snails! Thank you.
So I'll do it there. Then from 2 I'm gonna have to get ready to film as well. So finish around 2.
I'll do my best. This is a live stream that someone's doing. Bodies. No bodies? Vessels? Dummies? Clones? Replacements? Can't be Delta. Maybe. God damn it, Wesker. What in the
What the hell was
fuck?
that?
Moshi, you're finally awake!
Miuri? What happened?
Well, after you outwalked the moving spiky wall, you suddenly collapsed.
Really? Huh. Maybe it was all that adrenaline.
Moshi seemed like he was having a nightmare.
A nightmare, huh? I suppose it kind of was. What even was that?
Moshi, are you alright?
My body feels a bit woozy for some reason.
Maybe you should rest a bit longer.
No, I'm fine, Miuri. Really. I probably just landed weird when I passed out earlier.
If you say so.
How long was I out for?
Miyushi isn't sure. Oh, but I did hear an explosion a little while ago.
An explosion? For where?
Miyushi doesn't know.
God, I just bet it has something to do with Komaeda. It always has something to do with Komaeda. In which case, we are probably just better off staying right here.
Oh, okay.
Yuri seems really uneasy. Did something else happen while I was out? Or is she just scared? God, what's wrong with me? I should be the strong one here. I should be making her feel safe. How can I expect anyone to rely on me if I'm constantly whipping out at every opportunity? It's time that I finally man up. For her sake. Fuck my death flags!
Huh?
I mean, let's go see what's happening.
Really? Are you sure it's safe?
Probably not, but it's okay. I'll keep you safe. Probably. Hopefully.
Wow, you're so brave, Moshi.
Nah, I'm really not. I think you just helped bring out the best in me, Miuri.
Did you say something, Moshi?
No, nothing. Let's get going. Miuri?
Sorry, I'm okay.
Oh, that's right. Your leg. Got struck by that trap before, didn't it? I guess the paralysis or whatever hasn't worn off yet.
Carry her?
Here, put your arm over my shoulder. I'll take some of the weight off of it.
Thanks, Moshi. You're such a gentleman.
Holy shit, her boob is touching me again. No problem. Let's head back to the lobby.
Wait, we should go check and make sure Nanami-san is okay first.
Oh, right. She should still be locked up in the office, right? Well, that's no problem. It's on the way anyway.
Good luck with that. Oh, come on.
The door seems messed up.
That explosion must have damaged its circuitry, which means the force exerted from this explosion must have been substantial.
Is it safe to investigate?
It doesn't matter. If we want to find the truth, we have to.
You're right. Aren't you coming?
I'm going to let you walk a little ahead of me. I can't risk walking in there blindly.
Right. I'll go first then.
Wow, what a gentleman. What if he gets stabbed from the back? Clear your corners, kids.
Well, this is a side of you I've never seen before. It does make me wonder, what exactly you're hiding on that phone you don't want us to see?
That isn't your concern. If you're unsatisfied with that answer, keep it to yourself.
Bobby, what's gotten into you?
You know, I heard an interesting story about you, Fulbright. Back before we started working together, there was a rumor going around about your connection to an individual known simply as the Phantom.
I think I've heard that name before as well. The Phantom, as I recall, is the name given to a highly skilled spy known for his mastery of disguise and impersonation.
Not just that, he's also known for being a remorseless killer, is incapable of experiencing regular human emotions. Doesn't matter what the job is either. Sabotage, larceny, murder, nothing phases him.
Is there a point to this?
The point is, after hearing about these rumors, I decided to do a little digging of my own. It wasn't too difficult, as we have a list of all cases down at the precinct.
The
In my
pixels!
investigation, I learned that you were found out to be an imposter. The real Bobby Fulbright died a long time ago, replaced by a remorseless killer, a Phantom.
Is that true, Bobby?
To be honest, I didn't believe it at the time. All our interactions together have led me to believe he was incapable of doing anything even remotely illicit. Frankly speaking, you've always been a bit of an idiot, Fulbright. It's also hard to believe that the Phantom would have made his way into the graces of the Council of Voices, let alone Nico's elite team of investigators. But it's something I've kept in the back of my mind, in case something ever came up. And seeing as we now have a supposed traitor in our midst,
You think I must be this Phantom?
it's not too much of a stretch. Hell, if his profile is anything to go by, then a job like this would be nothing to him. Working on the inside, playing nice with his colleagues, all the while sending out their private information to the highest bidder.
And what are your thoughts on Baz's allegations, Kirigiri?
It's an interesting theory for certain. It would definitely explain a couple of things, but I think we might be able to get a more definitive answer if you would let us see your phone.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I'm waiting for a very important call.
An important call? From who?
You'll know soon enough.
Ominous? I mean, you should try Rushby tackle him.
No. Tagami, stop! Don't come any closer!
Why? What happened?
It's Joshua. He's...
Why would you be so far away?
Donald! He's unconscious. What happened here?
Hey! Are you just going to leave me in the dark over here?
Oh, right. Hold on. Well, at least a couple of them are still intact.
What a pain it would be to swap those out.
I'm sorry, Joshua.
He wasn't allowed to touch walls, was he?
All right. It should be at least safe for you to stand outside the doorway.
Pussy.
Looks like someone's been keeping busy. I guess Joshua's power really doesn't work here after all. What an idiot.
Tagami!
You know I'm right. He dropped his guard when you guys chained me up because he thought he caught the true killer. And then he made the foolish decision of walking off alone.
Technically, so did you.
Only because you all left me handcuffed alone with that fucking weirdo.
It doesn't matter at this point. Joshua, he didn't deserve this, and neither did Seven.
Huh. Well, the same definitely can't be said for him. Victim to a killing game he had nothing to do with. Good riddance.
Donald, are you okay? Oh, man. This getting hit over the head thing is getting pretty old. Hey, Big Melons chick. And glasses. You're here too.
Do you seriously not know our names by this point?
I'm really bad with names.
Yes, we've noticed. Explains why you've continued to confuse Monokuma with that iconic Disney mascot.
Oh, God, that's right. Your Majesty.
Jesus, is this bird for real?
I'm so sorry, King Mickey. I couldn't save you from that thing. That thing? Monobear, or whatever you guys call him. He's kept him hostage for so long now. I really thought I could reach him if I just hung around long enough. And it was working, too. I'm pretty sure Monobear would have killed me by now if it wasn't for him. But I wasn't fast enough, and now he's gone for good. Please, forgive me, Your Majesty. What?
Why is Slender Man
is
in the photo?
this?
That picture, based on the size, I believe is the same one from the cafeteria, though it looks like the paint's been removed now. So that's why you came over here.
But look who's in this picture. Moshirige. And King Mickey! Who are the weirdos he's hanging out with?
For some reason, that blue blob seems oddly familiar.
I believe his name is Slimy. He was a part of the Council of Voices in the early days, but got kicked out and replaced by Maya after the judge deemed him no longer relevant. I'm not sure about the other two, though. I think I saw that tentacle guy in a hentai once. When exactly was this picture taken?
Well, we can clearly see where it was taken. They're standing in the main lobby of this facility.
That would mean Moshirige has actually been here before. Why didn't he say anything about it?
Yes. Why indeed?
Donald, what exactly happened here? I'm not really sure. Monobear knocked me out earlier, and when I came to, the room was like this.
Knocked you out? That's surprisingly tame for him. You're lucky he didn't shred you to pieces.
What, mean the claws? Nah, apparently Zero removed those. I guess to help level the playing field or something. Wait, he did?
Well, regardless, this explosion has to be Monokuma's handiwork.
Moshirige
Spontaneous
keeps
combustion
coming
was
up.
just one of the many tricks that he used to keep students in line during his killing games.
But there was definitely someone else here too. They knocked me out shortly after entering the room.
Are Blackened, perhaps?
Maybe. It does seem very likely that they were responsible for Monokuma's death, seeing as they were in the room when he exploded. The same goes with Joshua too. His skin discoloration is just like Seven's, suggesting he too died from his forbidden action. Not to mention he's also missing his device. His death follows the same MO as Seven's killer.
But we can't be certain that it wasn't Monokuma's doing either. He is sort of known for murder and despair, you know.
Hold on a second. Who's Seven again?
The big guy.
Oh, right. Him. So, his must have been the death that Zero announced earlier.
Please try to keep up.
Hey, it's not my fault I missed out on half the shit that went on here. But, Melons, you said Douchey died to his forbidden action, right? Yes. Yeah, I don't think it was Monobear.
Her melons are too big.
Oh, look at Bird Brain here with that hot take.
Hey, just hear me out, all right? It has to do with something Monobear said to me earlier. If this were any regular situation, I would revel in any opportunity to end your miserable life. However, if there's one thing I dislike more than thick-headed numbnuts like you, It's someone with the gall to tell me when and how I should kill someone. He could have easily killed me right then and there, but he didn't. It seems like he wasn't crazy about killing someone using something Zero set up. So, I feel like, wouldn't that maybe apply to the forbidden actions? That's not a bad point, actually. Hell yeah! See? I can do this whole investigation rodeo thing too!
Ha! Beginner's luck.
Also, seeing as Joshua was the one who brought the painting here, and that the paint must have been removed before the explosion went off, that would mean that he likely died before Monokuma did. But if Joshua, Monokuma, and Donald were already in here, then that would mean the door should have been sealed shut. And if that's true,
Then there must be a secret tunnel connecting in here as well. That seals it. The person who stabbed Seven and forced him to perform his forbidden action, the person who got the best of Joshua, and the person who cornered Monokuma. They're all one and the same, the true antagonist of this game. And I already have a good hunch as to who that person is.
so what's this room for exactly? Looks like a place to hold board meetings or something. You know, before it got blown up. Board meetings, huh?
What?
The fuck?
Huh?
All right, I've had it up to here with this. You're gonna hand over that phone of yours, Fulbright, one way or another.
Not till I get this call.
That wasn't a request.
Tyrell!
He's been lying to us this whole time, Kirigiri, about who he is, who he's working for. He's been selling us out.
Until we get some solid proof of that, that's only
You're
a
gonna hurt your
theory.
wrists if you fire like that.
Look at him. This isn't the Fulbright we know at all. Those emotionless eyes, that dark aura. If those aren't the features of a phantom, I don't know what is.
Are you going to shoot me, Detective Bad?
That's enough, you two. Tyrell, put your gun down.
Naturally hands
Shoot
over
his
the
legs.
phone. Don't.
Hello, this is Bobby Fulbright, purveyor of justice. Any luck? What? Is that so? I see. And you're outside now.
It's the BlackBerry that you can't
Yeah.
actually unlock
Come on in,
externally.
and bring them in too.
It's the perfect burner phone. Oh, come on, not this carpet.
Shuichi? What are you doing here?
He's here because I asked him to look into something. Or specifically, someone.
Okay, come on. You get in here too.
Get your filthy hands off me,
Oh, for the love of
I
a
know you're a virgin, but that doesn't mean you get to cop a feel whenever you please.
Fuck me. I mean,
Who
don't
the hell
fuck
is
me.
that?
Miyu Aruma, the ultimate inventor. She went to the same high school that Shuichi and I did.
No.
Ooh, I get what's going on. You've been cheating on your blonde bimbo girlfriend with flat-chested Kyoko over here. Damn! I didn't think you had it in you, Buichi.
So, she's an ultimate student too, huh? What the hell is she doing here?
There's no point in acting dumb, Detective Bad. You know exactly what she's doing here. After all, you're the one who ordered this girl to steal the files for you.
What?
My suspicions began when we were investigating the outside of the council. While inspecting the footprints, I noticed that the size of one set of footprints was almost identical to Detective Bad's. Of course, that alone wouldn't have been enough to indict the man. It's possible for two people to have the same shoe size after all. However, what did leave an impression on me was the unique mark left behind on his right footprint, likely due to a damaged or cracked sole. A mark that almost perfectly matched the right footprint of Detective Bad. While I didn't want to imagine that my treasured colleague could have had any part in this kidnapping, I had to be certain. So, after we received the coordinates from the judge, I privately asked Fujisaki to hack into Detective Bad's cell phone to acquire his phone records and to send that information over to Shuichi. I then quickly ran into the bathroom and called Shuichi to inform him of my plan.
I was a bit surprised to get Detective Bad's phone records sent to me out of the blue like that, but when I looked at them, I saw that Detective Bad had been making frequent calls with a series of unknown numbers. In fact, Detective Bad had just sent out a text moments before Detective Fulbright called me. The message itself was coded, so deciphering it was impossible. I did, however, manage to get a ping on the person receiving the call, and since Detective Fulbright was a bit preoccupied with his main investigation, I decided to look into it personally. The coordinates from the ping led me here, where I encountered her.
Her? Is that any way to refer to your old classmate in high school.
Oh, for the love of...
I never had a crush on you.
Are you telling me our time together at the Love Hotel didn't mean anything to you?
Wait, you're telling me that really happened?
Shuichi.
No, right. Sorry. So, when I arrived, she was already leaving the scene. She must have caught wind of me because she immediately started running. I had to chase her down for like a mile.
Yeah, and he had a boner when he tackled me.
Anyway, when I finally caught up to her and subdued her, and I found this on her person.
The missing file.
I know what you were trying to do, Detective Bad. You knew there was a chance your treachery would be discovered. Perhaps you even heard some of my phone calls, Shuichi. So you decided to use my checkered origins against me in order to shift the blame. Heck, the fact that you knew offhand about my connection to the Phantom at all means you've likely been keeping this info as a backup plan for ages. But let me make one thing perfectly clear to you right here, Detective Bad. Despite what you may have learned about me and my origin, I am not the voice of some phantom or imposter. I am the one and only Detective Bobby Fulbright, defender of justice. And I will not allow anyone to tarnish Justice's good name. Not even someone I once considered a close friend and colleague. So, Detective
Kill
Bad,
me.
in the face of this overwhelming evidence, what do you have to say for yourself?
Blow yourself.
This wasn't how this was supposed to go.
You idiot! You were supposed to toss the phone after I sent you the coordinates.
Toss it? This baby is my pride and joy. You can make phone calls while you sleep with this thing. Hell, you can even wipe your ass with it if you want.
You were only supposed to take what we needed from the file, not the entire thing.
Well, like, I couldn't really find that info anywhere in the file. And most of it was blacked out anyway, so I just thought...
Blacked out.
She's right. Almost everything in this file has been redacted.
I see. So, he thought even that far ahead.
Who did?
It was my hope that you both would find out for yourselves from that very file. I wanted you guys to see it with your own eyes, instead of just hearing it from me.
See what exactly?
The truth about Project Eve, and about Nico.
You expect us to believe anything you have to say after you betrayed us, aided and abetted in
He's
the
gonna
kidnapping of
announce
your
another
fellow
series.
voices. It was the only way, damn it. Nothing excuses such unjustly actions.
This has always been your problem, Fulbright. You refuse to see anything beyond your narrow field of view.
Then explain yourself, Tyrell. Right now. What is Project Eve?
You won't believe me.
Try me.
All right, fine. I'll tell you. But before I do, you have to be willing to accept one thing.
And that is...
That Nico may not be the good guy in this story.
Oh! Wait, Nico was a good guy? Since when?
We're back.
Did you find it? Oh, you bet your sweet titties we did.
As I suspected, there's a secret tunnel connecting the western section to the northern one. The other end leads directly into what appears to be some kind of parking garage.
Any sign of Muriel Mushirige? Nope. Though we only went as far as the end of the tunnel. Miuri, where are you?
So, any ideas what this could possibly mean?
Maybe this place is like another Council of Voices location? Like a backup or something, in case that guy with the crazy eyes drops another meteor on it.
Pretty sure the judge would have brought that up to us if that were the case. Or at least, not have spent my own damn money rebuilding it.
Yeah, and if that were really true, I imagine someone from the council would have found us by now. Also, there's the matter of this picture. Back when I was searching the office, I came across an audio recording by Zero. He mentioned something about the original 5. I feel like he might have been referring to the 5 in this picture here.
Which would make this place what exactly? A Council of Voices beta?
Maybe? But the judges never mentioned anything about that either. Honestly, I'm not sure that old man knows half the shit that goes on around him.
That is so true and relevant to today.
I appreciate you trying to encourage me. Could you please stop saying that song?
Miuri? Nanami-san? Oh, thank goodness! Miyushi is so glad Nanami-san is safe. Yeah, me too. But what happened to you? Are you alright?
She stepped on a trap back in the parking garage.
But I'm okay. Miyushi is much tougher than she looks. Miyushi could even beat Ocarina in a foot race.
Did you say the parking garage? Yeah. I ran into Miuri up there after she got separated from Chiaki. We managed to snag one of the key cards up there.
Moshia walked a wall. Huh?
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's a long, weird story. Is that a dead body? And also, that murder bear?
It is. Joshua and Monokuma. We found both of them deceased in this section. We believe that they were killed by the same person who killed Seven.
Oh, right. I heard about what happened to Seven from Miyuri. Wait, what's he doing here? Didn't you say he was the one who killed Seven?
We're starting to have our doubts about that.
Really? Oh, God. Was it Komaeda after all? Oh, for God's sakes! Are you guys gonna ask him or not? What the hell are you doing posing with His Majesty? Huh? What are you talking about? I feel like I'm missing a lot of plot points here. Just look at this picture. What? Is that me? I think you've got some explaining to do, Moshirige.
Possibly Phantom.
That can't be me. That's impossible.
This isn't the only picture either. There are others we found, covered in black paint, just like this one was. I wouldn't be surprised if you showed up in a few of those as well.
I didn't. I'm not. That person, they may look like me, but he isn't. I swear. Where's Komaeda? I bet he has something to do with this. He probably used his ultimate bullshit to Photoshop a picture of
Moshirige! I don't think Komaeda did anything like that, and I don't think this picture is fake. I think you had something to do with this facility at some point. I don't know if you're lying, or you simply don't remember, but all we want to know is the truth.
Chiaki, I don't know what this picture is. I've never been to this place before. And I sure as hell have never met any of the people in this picture. Then maybe you can tell us what you've been doing this whole game. Huh? I already told you I was with before you ran to Miyuri. Wait, you guys aren't thinking I had something to do with Seven's death, are you? You were the only one unaccounted for during that time. I was in the lobby where you guys left me. When I heard Zero's body discovery announcement, I ran off to the northern section to hide. What? I'm telling the truth. Besides, wasn't the eastern area already locked off because there were 3 people in it? Those rules don't mean shit anymore.
We've discovered that there are actually connecting tunnels between each adjacent sector that bypasses the wristband check, meaning that 3-person per sector rule wouldn't apply to them.
Not only that, but the secret tunnel connecting here also connects directly to the parking garage, which is apparently where you and Miyuri were at the time. Joshua, Donald, and Monokuma were already in here, meaning that the door would have been shut tight. The only way of getting in here would have been through that tunnel. Well, maybe someone passed through from another side of the northern sector.
That's impossible. There were already 3 people in the northern sector. Not to mention the secret tunnel that passed through the office couldn't reach the parking garage because the door into the office was also sealed shut. There were no other ways for someone to get in there. Moshirige, you were the only one without an alibi when Seven died. At this point, it couldn't have been anybody else.
With
Strip.
the eastern sectors inaccessible by normal means during that period, you could have instead headed to the northern sector, passed through the office, and taken the secret tunnel through the dormitory and into the arcade.
With Miyuri and I fully focused on beating that arcade puzzle, you could have snuck by us and passed through the second secret tunnel to reach the kitchen area.
The tunnel's exit would have brought you to the opposite end of where I was looking. My gaze never left that strange waffle door, meaning you could have easily passed by me and reached the pantry
He
where
has
Seven
no,
was.
like,
And then,
hearing.
once the deed was done, return the same way you came in.
No. And because you were also investigating the parking garage for most of the game afterwards, that means you would have had an ample opportunity to take the secret tunnel here and kill His Majesty and the douchey guy.
Face it, Moshirige, all other potential suspects at this point are now deceased, killed by you. There's no one left for you to pin the blame on.
Moshi, is this true?
No, it wasn't me. Miyuri can vouch for me. After all, she was with me the entire time in the parking garage. Is that right, Miyuri?
Miyoshi doesn't know.
Huh?
Miyoshi doesn't know what happened to Moshirige after he passed out.
What do you mean you don't know what happened? I just laid there, didn't I?
Miyoshi didn't see. Miyoshi wasn't awake at the time.
Wait, you passed out too? Oh, God. That dart to the leg must have been some kind of tranquilizer, too. Then why did you also pass out, Moshirige? I don't know. My head started to hurt for some reason.
Wait, your head?
Well then, if you're not the killer, then I'm sure you wouldn't mind if we check your pockets. Donald, will you do the honors?
Man, why the hell's it gotta be me? I don't want to touch this weirdo.
Wait, hold on. I'm very ticklish.
Hey, what do we have here?
Well, well, if it isn't the 2 missing devices. What? Where did those come from?
Do not hit anyone. This must have been the big guy's device.
Seems like your theory was right after all, Chiaki.
Do not touch any walls. That must have been Joshua's device. Pretty sure Monokuma's device was destroyed in that explosion. Huh. He doesn't seem to be carrying a key like yours, though, Glasses.
Then he must have hidden it somewhere.
Where'd you hide the key, dirty guy? Don't make me cavity search you.
I swear, I don't know. I have no idea how this got there. God damn it. How much longer are you going to lie to us, Mochirige? Or are you just lying to yourself at this point? But It's time you finally started accepting responsibility for what you've done. For the lives you've taken. It's time to confess, Mochirige.
Oh my god, don't be bullet time.
Ever since we've arrived here, I've been having these waves of pain in my head. Like something repressed is trying to make its way out.
Your sexuality?
Something I'm afraid of, that I instinctively want to push down and keep forgotten. To be honest, I passed out in the lobby too, and only woke up again after the body discovery announcement sounded. And then, the same thing happened again later, when I was with Miyuri. Did I really do this?
Moshi, you bastard. He was so close to being himself again, to remembering who he was, and you ripped that away from him. He died a monster because of you.
I'm sorry.
Fuck your apologies. Donald, what? Don't tell me you plan to forgive this guy. Are you pissed off too? That he took away your friends and allies? Hell, I didn't even know those other two that well, and I'm pissed to hell they died. None of them deserve to die that way. It's not that I'm not angry. It's just...
This isn't new to us. We've been in games of life and death before. We see more death at our age than most people see in a lifetime. That's what you were going to say, right, Chiaki?
No, it's not that. Something doesn't feel right.
Well, now that we've acquired Seven's device, I believe we now have all 5 keycards needed to leave this facility and bring an end to this abhorrent game.
What should we do with him? I say we leave him here to rot. See how he likes being left to die all alone. No, I won't let you do that. I'm not going to leave Moshi here alone.
Miyuri.
Why can't I shake this feeling?
No, I say we take him with us. Tell the judge and the others what happened before deciding what we do with him.
What he said. I just can't let it go.
Come on, let's all head for the entrance.
Wait,
What?
something isn't right here. What do you mean, Melons? Seems pretty cut and dry to me at this point. Nerd killed him. Case closed.
Agreed.
But then why didn't he mention anything about Zero?
What on earth are you talking about?
I think it's pretty clear by this point that the killer has a fair amount of knowledge about this facility. Knowledge that they acquired long before this game even started. Well, yeah, but you saw the picture, right? Clearly the nerd's been here once before. It's how he knew where all the secret tunnels were. And that you needed a special key to open them. But that doesn't explain how he had previous knowledge about everyone's forbidden actions. Joshua and Seven were both killed because they were forced into committing their action. How did he know what their forbidden actions were? Maybe a guess? That'd be one hell of a guess. Mochirige interacted with the other nunnery game participants the least out of anybody. It's hard to imagine he just pieced it together himself.
Then clearly, he must be Zero. That would explain how he knew everything from the start.
But that doesn't make sense either. Mochirige, you said that you only started having these blackouts after entering the facility, correct?
Well, yeah.
You guys seem to believe that Mochirige has some other side to him that even he's unaware of, and that this other part of him has been secretly working behind the scenes on this nunnery game and killing our friends. But if that were true, shouldn't he have been having these blackouts long before the game started?
Well, clearly he's lying about it.
And how are you so sure of that?
What are you trying to say, Chiaki?
I'm saying that I also had a moment where I blacked out after severe head pain.
What?
It was just before you found me in the office, Tagami. It's why I was lying on the floor.
Really?
Though, I didn't have those strong, repressive feelings that you seem to have. But I did have a strangely vivid dream.
Wait, did you say a dream?
I'm not even sure if I can call it that, to be honest. It was more like a vision.
That happened to me too! And to me as well. Though I didn't have any severe head pain like you two.
I saw some weird visions too. But I'm not sure about the head pain. My head already hurt from being smacked in the head 2 times. Miyuri, what about you? Did you see any visions? Miyoshi doesn't know. Huh? I mean, Miyoshi doesn't remember having any visions. That's strange. Why would you be the only one here who didn't get some kind of vision? Maybe Miyoshi was just lucky.
What if she's the one?
There's something else. The explosion in the conference room was clearly caused by Monokuma, right?
Right.
But didn't Zero already go out of his way to make Monokuma less lethal when he removed his claws? Why would he have left Monokuma's self-destruct bomb intact? Maybe he forgot.
Or he simply didn't think he'd blow himself up, knowing that there was only one of him left.
But this is Monokuma we're talking about. Would you really take that risk knowing that a bomb could blow a hole open in the wall? Or do something else to mess up your precious game? I guess that bomb did kind of mess up the door, dear. I think that, For whatever reason, they didn't know Monokuma was equipped with a bomb. That's why they didn't think to remove it. And if that's true, then Monokuma's sudden explosion likely would have caught his attacker off guard.
Where are you going with this, Chiaki?
Yeah, why does any of that really matter? They're right. Why does any of this matter? What is it that's really bothering me? I feel like it's right there. I just need to take hold of it.
Yeah, everyone's doing the Danganronpa 3.
They got caught in the blast. Huh? The person who attacked Monokuma. They were surprised by the bomb and couldn't get away in time. You could see a spot where the ash seems to stop as if it hit something.
Or someone.
Moshirige, you don't have any marks on you.
I don't?
But if you don't, then who is the real killer? What happened to you? Are you all right?
She stepped on a trap back
Killer's
in the parking garage.
rotating.
I ran to Miuri up there after she got separated from Chiaki. We managed to snag one of the killers
Oh!
up there.
Miuri?
When Miuri and I were investigating the arcade, most of our focus was on that infuriating Frogger clone. I suppose it's not impossible someone could have snuck by us during that time. Did I always suspect it? Or was I just afraid to accept it?
Oh.
Accept the truth. Nanami-san? Are you okay? Miuri? How did you hurt your leg again? Huh?
She stepped on a trap back in the parking garage. Some kind of tranquilizer or paralysis dart or something.
Then where did those burns come from?
Burns? That's weird. I don't remember the trap burning you at all. Wait. Hold on.
You're not saying that!
The true killer here is actually...
Is it rotating?
Can't turn away now.
It's
I have to
possibly
face it.
rotating.
Head on! Miuri! Was it you? Were you the one who killed the other voices? What? What are you saying,
Chiaki? There's no way Miuri could be the killer.
Then explain to me how you got that burn mark on your leg. Miyushi doesn't know.
You don't know? What is that supposed to mean?
Miyushi doesn't know how that mark got here. But I do know one thing. Miyushi didn't kill anyone. Why should we believe you? Why? Because we're friends. Aren't we, Nanami-san? Friends don't accuse each other of murder. Something like that. It makes Miyushi sad. Friendship has nothing to do with it, Miuri. Oh, is that so? But Nanami-san, would you still feel that way if you knew I couldn't lie? What?
What?
I mean, normally Miyushi doesn't want to lie anyway, but I really, really can't lie now. See? You can't lie.
What if it's a false
Go
bracelet?
ahead and ask Miyushi again if you want, and I'll say the same thing every time. Miyushi didn't kill anybody.
Yeah! See? I told you it couldn't be Miuri. You do realize that if it isn't her, then it has to be you, right? Well, I'm standing by Miuri. There's no way she's capable of this.
Thank you for defending me, Moshi. It really is a shame that Nami-san doesn't believe me.
Don't cry, Miuri. We'll make her understand.
Cock.
Don't worry.
It could
Is
be
that really
rotating
wrong
like
with deductions?
DR3.
Is Miuri truly innocent here?
Don't start doubting yourself now, Chiaki. Not when the truth is so close.
Oh god, no, it's a bagel.
Sorry, I hope you don't mind my eavesdropping, but I was just waiting for a good opportunity to intervene.
Yeah, Komaeda!
What happened to your arm?
Oh, that? Tagami cut it off.
He did what?
But it's okay. I know he did it out of love.
I did it for my own self-preservation, and don't you dare tell anyone otherwise.
Oh, God. Seeing all that weird Pepto blood, I think I'm gonna be sick. It's a miracle you're still conscious.
It really doesn't feel like a miracle. Now, I know you all probably have a lot of questions.
He needs to
but for
eat
right
and drink
now,
a lot of sugar.
Let's focus on the case at hand. You know me, Yuri. I must say, I am impressed by the lengths you've gone through to protect yourself in this game.
Huh?
That forbidden action of yours is quite the beneficial one. It gives
Told
you a
ya.
perfect alibi should the tide ever turn against you. Like right now. It's almost as if you planned it that way.
Miyushi doesn't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure Miyushi doesn't. I mean, why should she? After all, she's not even a participant in this game. Right.
What kind of nonsense
Phantom?
is spewing out now?
You know, I always found your vernacular to be so interesting, Miuri. Constantly switching between the third and first person at random for seemingly no reason. But that's not really true at all, is it? You're actually putting quite a bit of thought into your words. After all, one little slip up would spell the end, right?
What are you trying to say, huh?
You understand, don't you, Chiaki? How Miuri here is able to claim innocence without actually lying.
Of course. It's because that person isn't the real Miyuri at all.
Oh my god, it's slimy.
Not the real Miyuri? That's ridiculous. Do you even realize what you're saying? There's no way that's true.
But it would explain how she can get away with saying that she isn't the killer when she really is. All she needs to say is, Yushi didn't kill anyone, and she's off the hook. It almost makes me wonder if perhaps that was the real reason you switched places with Miyuri.
Oh, but Komaeda-kun, is that just a theory, though? Tell me, Yushi, where's your proof? You have no proof that this burn was caused by Monokuma's explosion, just as you have no proof that I'm not the real Miyushi.
She's not wrong. Everything we said is circumstantial at best.
Then just say I didn't do it.
Nanami-san, unless you can prove it, I'm afraid I can't give you all a passing grade.
Just say I didn't do it.
Passing grade?
Oh, don't worry. I've got proof.
What?
After Monokuma exploded, I decided it was high time I did a little investigating of my own. So, I checked out the source of the explosion and came to the western sector. I saw both Joshua and Monokuma's deceased bodies, as well as Donald unconscious in one of the side rooms. It was then that I came across the hidden passageway you were all just talking about, connecting the western section to the northern one. I followed the hallway and came out in the parking garage at the other end, just as Moshirige and Miyuri were leaving. I quietly followed behind them as they passed by the office that Chiaki was supposedly locked in. They tried calling for Chiaki on the other end, but when she didn't respond, they quickly returned to the lobby. I examined the office door more closely, carefully checking every inch of the wall around it, and it was then that I came across something most intriguing. A secret panel, which when pressed, revealed a keypad. And after some very lucky number presses, I managed to unlock the door. But when I entered the room, Chiaki was nowhere to be seen, though it did give me an opportunity to listen to those voice memos that Zero left behind.
Wait, you found a keypad for locking it just outside the door? That means the real reason I was locked in that room wasn't because of some trap we triggered, but because you locked me in there.
Wait a minute. How on earth did you just stumble across that secret passage, Komaeda?
Yeah, even knowing one was there, Glasses and I still had a hard time finding it.
Not to mention you need a special key to even open it in the first place.
Well, as luck would have it, the door itself stood out quite a bit because something just happened to be jammed in its edges, preventing the door from closing properly.
What was it?
It was this burnt fabric. Its color does look quite familiar.
Oof.
No. You must have been in quite the hurry to not have noticed your dress getting caught in the door.
No, it can't be.
Oh.
You're telling me, Yushi, you just happened to stumble on all of this by mere chance?
I can understand your skepticism. What are the odds, right? But if there's one thing in my life that's ever been consistent at all, it's been the constantly tipping scale of my good and bad fortune. And I had just lost my right hand, my dominant one at that. I knew I was due for some good luck by that point.
That settles it. It really couldn't have been anyone else.
Man, and to think we almost nailed that nerdy guy for this.
And let's not forget, you almost nailed me too.
Oh, you all seem so confident now, even though you were all at each other's throats not too long ago. But.
She's
does
got a
your
hostage.
logic really sound? If you're so certain, then tell me, Yushi. Tell me how I killed them.
Miyuri.
Tell me!
This is it, Chiaki. The deciding moment. Our friends and Monokuma, their deaths weren't in vain. Each of their sacrifices brought us closer to the truth and the true culprit. It's up to us now to piece it all together. It's going to take each one of us here to do it. And that includes you too, Moshirige.
No, I won't. I refuse. I don't want to hear it.
I understand how you feel, Moshirige. I know it all too well. You don't want to believe that someone you consider a friend is capable of doing this.
Chiaki?
But if you don't face this worry now, and instead just leave it to fester inside you, you will never be able to move on. You can't turn away from the truth.
Damn it!
Together, everyone, let's reveal the truth of this notary game. When all 9 of us awoke after being knocked out, we were greeted by a person on TV wearing a mask. They called themselves Zero and pitted us against each other in a game of life and death, all on a bid to obtain the facility's 5 keycards and escape. While this was a game where cooperation was possible, what we didn't realize was that one of the participants was already set in place to make sure we turned against each other. We split up, with Tagami, Seven, and Joshua going to the light blue sector, Donald and Monokuma to the green sector, and Komaeda, the blackened, and myself to the yellow sector. We were forced to solve some tough puzzles while we were there,
one of which involved an infuriatingly difficult game of Frogger. With my mind fully immersed in the game, Komaeda looking in the other room, the Blackened saw a prime opportunity. They snuck over to one of the many secret doors in throughout the facility and used a special key that they obtained before the game began to open it. From there, they made their way over to the light blue sector where Tagami's group was.
At this time, Joshua was investigating the cafeteria, Seven the pantry, and myself the kitchen. Using my vast wealth of knowledge, I was deciphering the meaning behind a certain cryptic door. The Blackened emerged from the hidden passageway just out of my line of sight. They carefully grabbed the knife from the countertop and snuck over to the pantry where Seven was searching. Since the Blackened already had knowledge of each person's forbidden action, they knew exactly what they needed to do. With knife in hand, they quietly approached Seven, then plunged the blade deep into his backside. With nowhere to run, Seven reflexively turned around and assaulted his attacker, just as the Blackened hoped he would. Because Seven triggered his forbidden action, the poison from his device shot into his system, immediately paralyzing him and leaving him helpless on the ground. The attacker removed Seven's device and quickly returned the way they came, through the passageway into the arcade, with Chiaki none the wiser. After Joshua discovered his body, I was mistakenly identified as the killer and kept locked up in the kitchen.
While Komaeda guarded Tagami, the Blackened and I traveled to the northern sector to search for the next key card and also Moshirige. We came across an office full of documents Zero had collected from the council members. As I entered the room, the Blackened stayed behind, shutting and locking the door behind me and leaving me stranded. They then wandered off alone to the parking garage, where they encountered Moshirige.
The Blackened and I wandered down to the end of the parking garage, where we were met with a wicked obstacle from Zero. He activated a wall of spikes to chase us to the other end. The Blackened triggered a trap that prevented them from walking, leaving me to carry them to the other end.
That's awfully risky.
The wall, I felt a sudden pain in my head and collapsed to the floor.
That was awfully risky.
With the paralysis having worn off, the Blackened took this chance and traveled through the secret tunnel to the western sector.
Why was the Blackened, like, in this game in the first
time,
place?
Joshua was also heading over to the western sector with the paint-covered picture from the cafeteria in tow. He headed to the conference room, where he discovered just what he needed, paint remover. Upon removing the paint, he discovered the identities of the original 5, information that he knew was invaluable. He ran off to tell the others what he discovered, only to be met with the Blackened, who ambushed him from the shadows. They pushed Joshua against the walls of the narrow passage, knowing full well that such a move would trigger his forbidden action. Joshua collapsed to the ground once the poison was injected, and the Blackened removed his device, leaving Joshua to his fate.
Mono Bear and I were investigating the weird Gizmo room just across the hall while this was happening. The bear had just set me free from the incinerator, only to knock me out with one of the drones moments later. He must have wandered off to the conference room afterwards, where he encountered the Blackened. I can't say for certain what happened between Mono Bear and the Blackened, but one thing's for certain, the bear had the last laugh. The detonation of the bomb in Mono Bear's body blasted the Blackened across the room, injuring their right leg. I awoke to the sound of the explosion echoing down the hall. When I went to go investigate, I found His Majesty's destroyed body. I was so distraught that I didn't notice the killer, still in the room, get up and approach me from behind. They knocked me out with a swift strike to the head, before quickly leaving the room.
Nico did plan it. Look at the thumbnail for the first episode. It was Monokuma going Allah
hoping that the
Akbar.
explosion didn't wake Moshirige before they returned.
That sprite of Monokuma was created before
In their
episode
hurry,
1 was.
They didn't notice a piece of their clothing getting caught in the edges of the secret door, a mistake that would prove to be their undoing. They returned to the parking garage just moments before Moshirige regained consciousness. With the Blackened carried by Moshirige, the two of them left for the western sector to investigate the explosion, where they met up with Chiaki group just as they were piecing together what had happened. The Blackened, sensing that the tide was turning against Moshirige, silently slid the 2 devices they got from Joshua and Seven into Moshirige's pockets, giving them all the ammunition they needed to condemn him.
And this is
We
why you don't
played in
sit.
your hands for the entirety of this game, like puppets on a string, but no more.
I will forgive you for what you did to His Highness, and for killing Big Guy and Douchey. Miuri Shina, whoever you are, we won't allow you to kill any more of our colleagues. This game of life and death, this notary game, it all ends right now.
Ooh, ooh.
Miuri, please, tell us we're wrong. Tell us this was all just a big mistake. Give us an explanation. Give us anything. Please! Amazing. The Council of Voices is truly amazing. I can't believe you all managed to put aside your differences and piece it together. Seeing her friends get along so well, it makes Miyushi so happy. What? It's a bit of a shame, though. I was so close to having everything I wanted. But I guess it's for the best. I was getting tired of pretending anyway. In that case,
Ew, no.
I think it's about time we took this game into its final act. Oh, God!
What? The envelope opener? I still have mine, so it's a second one.
But I suppose it would be rude for you all not to get a reward for all of your hard work. Oh, I know. 3 questions. Huh? I'll answer any 3 questions you ask me. 1 for each of the voices I killed.
What?
No way. Nico's been...
Is this really true?
No! It has to be a lie! Nico would never do something like that!
This is exactly why I didn't tell you all before. You would never have believed it.
Then why are you so ready to believe it's true?
Because he showed me.
He?
I don't know his name. Hell, I've never even seen his face. He calls himself Zero. He's the one who put this whole plan together.
You're really willing to trust the word of a man whose identity you don't even know?
Pretty sure I could say the same thing to all of you. Tell me, who here has actually ever met Nico? Do any of you even know what he looks like? What he sounds like? We're supposed to be his elite squad, his A-team, and yet even we haven't had the privileges of getting to know the person that we're doing all this legwork for.
Nico prefers to keep voice affairs in the hands of the voices. We were told this at the outset.
And yet if Project Eve is anything to go by, Nico has clearly been doing a lot more behind the scenes than we've been aware of. Haven't you two ever wondered why we're never included in regular day-to-day council activities? Why we're only ever called out for very important cases? It's because if we were, we likely would have started asking questions a long time ago. Nico's known this, which is why he's always kept us at arm's length. Close enough to feel special, but far enough to where we won't dig too deep.
And what about you, Miyu? What exactly are you getting out of this? Me? Just stick it to Nico, of course. That nerd's always made me look like an asshole. Well, we all know I'm the daintiest fucking princess here. Ain't that right, Puichi?
Ah, why did it have to be you bad worked with?
I'm gonna show Nico that I'm a motherfucking independent woman, and I'm not gonna let anyone talk back to
Shut the hell up, Miyu.
You don't have to be so mean about it. But what does kidnapping the voices have to do with it? How does that help anything?
These voices, they represent the very foundation of the Council of Voices. In order to fix things and right Nico's wrongs, we first have to dismantle what he's created.
Your actions are far too extreme, Detective Bad. You have to see that.
Of course I see that. Do you really think I want to be doing this? That I enjoy it? Honestly, this whole situation makes me sick to my stomach. But this isn't a problem that can be fixed with simple solutions. It requires extreme action. Otherwise, nothing will change. So what do you all say? Will you help me put an end to Nico's regime and make certain we never have another Project Eve?
I'm sorry, Tyrell. Even if what you say about Nico is true, this isn't the way to fix it. Your actions are only causing more chaos, more pain. I'm more than willing to investigate Nico's actions and hold him accountable. But right now, you have to tell us where you took the missing voices.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Then we're going to have to take you in.
I'm afraid I can't allow that either.
Detective Bad.
Are you really going to shoot us?
I don't want to, but I will if I have to. This is bigger than any of us now. We won't get a second chance at this. We're leaving, Miyu.
Don't do this, Tyrell.
I'm sorry, but y'all are forcing my hand. Just know that when I do,
I do for all voices.
Smell you later, losers!
Quickly, Justice Squad! After them!
What are you gonna do?
Damn it. They took our Uber ride.
They ditched their
What?
phones,
The
too.
fucking
Now we
Uber.
have no way of tracking them.
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
A tracker?
It's something Fujisaki made for me. I planted it on me when she wasn't looking, which was honestly pretty easy with how handsy she is.
Not bad, Shuichi. And you too, Bobby.
Huh?
Your deductions about bad, as well as the plan you set in motion. It was impressive.
Well, I learned from the best. Though, knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised if you already had an inkling of your own about bad.
Who knows?
I apologize for not telling you about my findings sooner, but I honestly couldn't rule you out as a potential associate.
It's fine, Bobby. You made the right call.
Guys, sorry to interrupt, but what are we gonna do about a vehicle? We can't chase after them on foot.
It'll take far too long to call up another Uber.
Does that mean? Can we finally do it? Can we?
Guess we don't really have much of a choice.
Oh no, you don't mean...
Yes! Come on, everyone! To the Justice Mobile!
Are you sure this thing is safe?
Of course! It's built from the very wings of justice!
Then why is it making that rattling sound?
Bobby, you need to slow down!
No can do, Kirigiri! Justice has no speed limit!
Oh God, watch out for that pothole!
I
Fucking-
think I'm gonna be sick!
Oh, come on.
For justice!
God damn it. This is ridiculous. This is worse than watching a movie in the cinema and drinking 2 liters of Coke.
Harry, I trusted you. I thought I'd finally found someone in the council who understood me, who accepted me. Why? Why would you do this? Aw, poor little Moshi. Does it hurt being betrayed by someone you considered a friend? If so, good. What? Maybe you can finally start to feel even a shred of what I felt all these years.
What?
Now, come on, everyone. Ask Miyushi any of your questions you want, and I'll answer them honestly. I'm still bound by the rules of my forbidden action after all.
Bullshit. I don't believe for a second that your device is real.
Huh? And why do you say that?
Even if you were using Miuri's name, you still pretended to know what Miuri was feeling at any one moment.
Not only that, but you also seemingly recalled a number of very personal memories of hers. Something that wouldn't have been in the judge's computer, and only the real Miuri would have known. Those recollections, they couldn't have been anything but lies. Nope. I haven't lied once since we started this game. How can we possibly believe that? So your first question is why you should believe I'm being honest about any of your questions? Is that really a question worth asking?
She's right, guys. For now, let's just assume that she's being truthful.
Or at the very least, take everything she says with a grain of salt.
That works too.
Well, then I guess the most obvious question would be, who the hell are you? Really? Ooh, I thought you never ask. Doo-doo! It's a pleasure to officially meet you all. It's
Who the
that
fuck's
mushroom
that?
chick from the picture.
And that bruise on her forehead. That has to be where 7 struck her.
My name is Naya, and Naya likes so many things. Naya likes mountains. Naya likes mushrooms. Naya
Same
likes
fucking
snowmen.
voice.
But do you know what Naya doesn't like? Betrayal. Just ask Moshirige. He should know that better than anyone.
What the hell are you talking about? I've never met you before in my life.
Aw, you still don't remember me, Moshi. That makes Naya sad. Very, very sad. But it's okay. We'll get you to remember soon enough.
So, Naya, huh? And seeing as you're standing alongside Moshirige in that picture, I take it both of you were part of this original 5, which would mean you're a voice that's been around since the beginning.
Wait, I'm really bad with names. Was this chick a part of the council?
As far as I know, no one by that name has ever been brought up by the judge or other members. And I don't remember there being any empty seats with her name on it.
Oh, Naya was definitely a council member, though I'm not surprised you haven't heard about it. I'm sure there's a lot Nico hasn't told you about. What is that supposed to mean? Is that another question? You only have 2 left.
I thought they already used the
I think it
second
might
one.
be better to keep questions focused on our current predicament for now. Like, for example, what your purpose in this game was. It's clear that from the outset you were put into this game to sow chaos among us. And yet, you also seem to hold some rather strong animosity for certain voices, like Moshirige here. So my question is, what's your stake in all of this?
That's a pretty vague question.
Okay, then how about this? What was your motive behind killing our fellow council members?
Oh, that's much clearer. Well, to be honest, it wasn't anything personal with Seven-kun. He was just the establishing kill. Needed to break everyone's trust in one another. It was really between him and Tagami-kun, but I decided that it made more sense for it to be Seven. If I killed Tagami-kun, it would have been harder to believe that Seven did it, because he was already experienced with nunnery games.
Do you expect me to be grateful for that?
Of course not. Naya knows you're far too proud to ever admit something like that, Tagami-kun. That said, you would have been a much easier target to kill than Seven, so maybe you should just count yourself lucky.
Why, you little...
But Naya was even more fortunate than
Ooh,
she expected.
forbidden action,
Naya
eh?
never imagined the bruise on your arm would be used against you. I guess it's a good thing I dropped you that one time when transporting you here.
Damn it! So this mark was your doing! Now!
Anyway, what about the others?
Joshua was a similar case. I saw him carrying the picture into the conference room as I was coming over to kill Monokuma. When I realized he had removed the paint, I couldn't just let him tell everyone what he saw. At least, not yet. It was still way too early for that. But on the bright side, the picture did make for the perfect thing to trigger Monokuma's real memories. His real memories? Mm-hmm. Monokuma, he'd forgotten everything that he did, and he needed to remember before I could properly kill him. It's the same with Moshi here, but that's okay. I can wait as long as it takes.
I see. So, everyone here was just a convenient stepping stone for you to reach your true goals of killing Monokuma and Moshirige. How very callous of you.
Oh, but Komaeda-kun, hasn't that always been your MO? To use people as stepping stones for a greater hope?
There's nothing hopeful about this personal vendetta of yours. Besides, only worthless individuals like myself are fit to be used like that. Seven, Joshua, and dare I say, even Monokuma. They were all shining pillars of the Council of Voices. They didn't deserve to die that way.
But that's where you and Naya differ, Komaeda-kun. To Naya, these Council of Voices members, they're no better than the dirt on my shoes. They mean nothing to Naya. Except for Nanami-chan, of course. But that's just because Nanami-chan and Naya are best friends. Isn't that right, Nanami-chan?
My, how very strange. I've never considered myself a particularly angry person. And yet, for some reason, I'm finding it very hard to restrain myself in this moment.
Komaeda.
Well, that leaves only one more question. Naya can't wait to hear what it is.
Wait a minute. Oh God, that's right. Where is...
I know what I want to ask. Something that I've been wondering ever since we started this game. That is the true identity behind the mastermind. However, seeing as you knew all of our forbidden actions before the game even started, the answer is already clear to me. I just want to hear from your own lips. Are you Zero?
Wow. You guys are really bad at asking these questions. I thought you all were supposed to be shining pillars of the Council of
Why
Voices.
did you ask who is
I
Zero?
guess not, though. How sad.
What did you say to me?
She isn't.
Oh!
At least, I don't think so.
Nobody cares what you think, Moshirige.
I do.
What?
Yeah, way more than glasses, actually. So go ahead, nerdy. Let's hear what you have to say.
Right. Well, if she was Zero, then why did she trigger that trap back in the parking garage? I mean, I guess it could have just been a ploy or something. But that put her life in
I'm
danger,
so disappointed.
too. I could have just as easily left her there instead of going back for her. And now I'm really starting to wish I did.
What's that, Moshi?
Nothing!
Yeah, nerdy's definitely got a point there.
Hubris.
Fine. Then I'll ask it another way. Who is Zero?
Too late.
Really?
What? You already asked your question. What?
Zero is Zero.
That's not a real answer.
But it's the truth. Naya hasn't ever known Zero as anyone but Zero. If you mean who he is under the mask, I don't know. He's never shown me before. Also, I'll let you in on a little secret. Naya was only supposed to know one other person's forbidden action, but Naya might have cheated a little. You what? Zero-kun was very strict about the rules, even for Naya. But Naya, she just couldn't leave it all to chance. This would be her only opportunity to get revenge after all. So, I peeked at everyone's forbidden actions before they woke up.
I also took this envelope opener and hid it outside the office door, just in case I need a backup weapon. Don't tell Zero, though.
So, you intentionally deceived Zero to get what you wanted.
But Zero deceived Naya, too. He never told Naya about that trap at the parking garage. Sounds like you two don't trust each other at all. Of course not. Naya doesn't trust anyone. She hasn't for a long time now. I feel like
Boo-hoo.
it's the same for Zero-kun. I think that's why we need each other.
What? That's disgusting. Where am I? Please tell me it's not Russia.
Ah, that was so invigorating. It's been ages since I've taken the Justice Mobile out for a spin.
I can't believe we lived through that.
I am never.
I'm turning on the speaker.
getting
One sec.
back inside that thing.
Huh, strange. The tracker let us out here, but there's absolutely nothing around.
And no sign of Detective Bad or Miyu either.
Wait, look over there.
Where do you think it leads?
Only one way to find out.
The two of you stand back.
Careful, Bobby.
Guys, are you alright?
I'm fine. What about Bobby?
No! Not my pure white suit of justice! It's dry clean only, too!
Yeah, I think he's fine.
What on earth happened? Did we trigger a trap?
Hard to tell. Though if the goal was to finish us off, they did a pretty awful job.
What is all this?
There's a door in the back. I'll go check it out. No. Where is she? Where is the real Miyuri? What did you do with her? Tell me, Naya. I'm sorry, Nanami-chan, but you're all out of questions. Please, Naya,
up.
aren't we
I have
friends?
bigger cheeks
At least
today,
tell me that
but
she's
they're-
safe,
they're
that
not
she's
the-
You
okay.
can watch later. It's a series.
Please.
They're not the voice
I wish I could tell you that, Nanami-chan.
Yeah, it's a YouTuber.
But as you already know, I can't lie.
Nice ass. Sorry, what'd I miss? What did I miss? She dead? Hudson, your hair's so long.
Okay, I'll cut it short.
No! How did she die?
Ah, I see. You're sleeping. Of course. You've been working so hard to keep the darkness at bay. Even as you sleep, your light shines so strong. As a denizen of darkness myself, I can barely look upon you. But I also know how warm, gentle that light is. I know I have nothing to fear from it. Which is why, no matter how much my eyes may burn, I won't look away. I won't leave you. I will keep you safe till you wake up. So, rest, my blue Valkyrie. Rest for as long as you need. I'll be right here. 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 Just right here.
I don't want to be that guy and go backwards. I'm kind of tempted to.
Right here.
Where are you going? Judge? Judge! Aw, don't be sad, Nanami-chan. It makes Naya sad to see you sad. Don't be sad. Oh, Naya knows exactly what will cheer you up. We should have all the key cards we need now, which means we can finally open the door outside. Come on, everyone. Let's head for the lobby. Come on, Melons. It's time to go. Here, let me help you up.
Tagami's still got his letter opener.
This is it.
Am I the only one that would actually kill her?
What's wrong, everyone? I thought you would all be happy.
Why on earth will we be happy? You've got a hostage and you've got all the key cards. Clearly you intend to leave us here to rot while you make your escape.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, Tagami-kun.
Huh?
You all are the ones who are leaving. I'm gonna be staying here with Moshi.
What?
Huh? You're just planning to let us leave after all of that?
Of course! Naya has already served her purpose for Zero in this game. You should have already realized by now, but Naya never cared about leaving this place. Naya just wanted Monokuma and Moshi to pay for what they did, but Moshi still refuses to remember. So we're going to stay right here until he does. I'm sure something here will trigger his memory, and when he finally does, I'm going to take my time. Savor it. After all, there's no rush. We'll have all the time in the world.
But he's your hostage.
Ah! Please don't leave me with this crazy bitch.
You're telling me you're willing to give up your freedom just for revenge? Yep. Naya has nothing else to live for after all. Revenge is all I have now. Go ahead, Moshi.
No.
But her hostage is gonna die anyway. She
don't
doesn't want
want
to kill
to.
her hostage, so just attack her.
Don't be difficult.
Yeah.
If she kills him, she's lost what she's wanted.
Everyone else too.
Just attack her. Just attack her. She's not gonna do anything.
Come on, Nanami-chan. No dilly-dallying.
Attack her. What?
Don't think this is over. We're going to find this Zero guy, and then we're coming back here to take care of you.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. Once you walk out that door, you will never be able to get back inside again. This facility is sealed up like a steel trap.
And you really just plan to stay alone here with Nerdy forever?
Oh, we won't be alone. Is that right, Nanami-chan?
Huh? Melons? What's she talking about?
Chiaki?
Didn't you tell them, Nanami-chan?
Tell us what?
That Nanami-chan could never leave this facility.
What?
Is that a secret action? Huh!
Which means that Naya and Nanami-chan can be together forever.
That is a
even
bullshit.
after I've taken care of Moshi. Isn't that wonderful?
What a bullshit action.
I said no. I refuse.
Silly Nanami-chan, you can't refuse.
Actually, I can. For this entire game, I've been asking myself the same question. Why did I have this forbidden action? On the one hand, I would never have to worry about triggering it mid-game, but on the other, it ensured that I could never win. It seems so cruel, but now I finally understand.
Because we're friends, aren't we, Nanami-san? Naya was only supposed to know one other person's forbidden action.
This was your doing, wasn't it, Naya? It would also explain why you never tried to kill me, despite all the opportunities you had when we were alone, and why you left me locked in that office. You wanted me to survive to the end of this game, so that I could stay here with you when it was all over. But I won't agree to that. I'd rather die than stay here and watch you hurt Moshirige. So, I'll walk out that door and let the poison kill me.
No, you can't!
Then let Moshirige go! If you let Moshirige go, then I'll stay with you.
You're bluffing.
I'm not. It's either me or Moshirige. Our friendship or your revenge.
What
You
friendship?
have to pick.
Chiaki?
She already killed 3 people.
Friendship?
Yeah, we're friends, right? Naya?
That's a lie. It's a lie. Told you.
Thank you, Naya.
Chiaki! No!
So Nico just wants to watch people suffer. Ha! Joke's on you,
Consider
Nico.
yourself lucky, Moshi.
I'm Slav.
I hope you remember what you did one day, and I hope you hate yourself for it.
Melons, we're not leaving you! Go, you guys. I'll be alright. Go and tell the council what happened, and have them send help. They'll figure something out.
Chiaki!
Go!
You all had better hurry. That door won't stay open forever. Say goodbye to Nami-chan.
No! Damn it, come on! We need to leave now!
I won't leave her!
Are you going to waste the opportunity she gave you? You heard her. She wants us to leave.
And you heard Naya! She said there's no way of getting back in here after we've left. She's still bound by her forbidden action, meaning it has to be the truth. If we leave now, we'll never be able to get her out.
And what the hell will staying here accomplish? All you'll do is trap yourself in here with her.
I don't care! She was willing to sacrifice herself to save me. A kindness like that, I would have to be a heartless monster not to repay it. Lord knows it's more than I've ever received from any of you.
I'm with Nerdy. I couldn't call myself a member of the Royal Guard if I were to abandon a damsel in distress. I know that's what His Majesty would do.
I'm staying too. Chiaki is the brightest hope we have.
Doesn't the door have a
Willingly
timer?
Leave her trapped in this despair while a worthless life like mine gets to go free.
You all are completely out of your mind.
Yep, but we're a bunch of weirdos, so what do you expect?
You did say yourself the council was just a group of ridiculous personalities, Tagami.
Fine, be that way. I'm leaving.
I'm surprised, Tagami. I never took you as a quitter.
This isn't quitting. Leaving now is the only logical thing to do here.
But don't you want to know what happened here? We solved the murders, but the most important answers still elude us. If you leave now, you'll give up any chance of finding the truth.
I don't care about any of that. The council's closet skeletons are of no significance to me.
That's a bold-faced lie, and you know it.
And what would you know about me, huh?
You told me before you were a man destined to rise above the
Oh,
rest.
fuck me, he's
That
an
you
idiot.
fought tooth and nail against everyone that stood in your way. The affluent progeny isn't someone who shies away from a challenge.
I know what you're trying to do, but this isn't going to work.
Then tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong right now.
Oh, God.
I'll believe you.
Oh, God, your ego.
Don't say anything.
Wasn't going to.
This means nothing.
How did the letter
okay?
opener
I just think
open
the
that
idea of
door?
letting that zero
I mean,
bastard
keep
get
it
the
stop.
better of me.
Whatever the
Don't
fuck.
worry, Glasses. We'll save melons and get that Zero guy to boot.
You better hope we do.
How did the
Because if
letter
we don't-
opener stop the door?
We're all screwed.
Look how much weight it has behind it. It must weigh a literal ton. That's not how momentum works. Nico, I'm gonna send you a physics textbook, you bastard. Don't make me get my whiteboard and explain physics. Ocelot? Oh no. Oh no.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Don't give me that. You know damn well what I mean. There's no way you haven't heard by this point what's been happening. I realize this phone is only meant to be used in emergencies, but if this doesn't count as an emergency, I don't know what does. Voices are dying. Voices that I know mean a lot to you. It's hard to imagine you're okay with this. I honestly can't even believe I'm having to call you about this. I thought for sure you'd be the first to do something, but you've yet to move a single finger. Well? Beyond your control? What kind of bullshit is that? Are you listening to yourself? Listen, years ago, you tasked me with looking over this council and taking care of the voices here. You said to only call you if all measures have been exhausted. Well, guess the fuck what? We've been exhausted. Everything has gone to shit, and we're failing. I'm failing.
All the
If
squares
nothing else
make a
is
circle.
done, everything you helped make will be destroyed. Are you really okay with that? What about the voices? What about Chiaki? Don't you care if she dies? Do you know where they are? If so, then at least tell me. Say something, damn it!
He's dating a girl called Eve, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
He's dating a girl called Eve, isn't he? Here it comes! Don't be Junko, don't be Junko. We? Oh! Ooh. Oh, shit. And I click the like. He just wants us to despair. Joke's on him, I don't despair. So, how is 13 Sentinels, by the way? A few people said it's really good, and I'm like, everyone says everything is really good, and I have no idea. Mind you, I am enjoying Council of Voices, as always. But, you name drop that way. Is it a good series? Because I'm enjoying so many games that we're playing. Like, I'm loving it. And it seems to be raining quite heavily. Hachan's getting ready to film. She's done her hair. She's put on her shirt. She's put on her makeup, lipstick, all that good stuff. 13 Sentinels is story rich, worth playing. Alright. I will have to bring it before the Council of Kumas. Because as you guys know, we're going to have 1-2 week gap before we play Persona 5 Strikers, which we're playing on launch. So it is very possible the next weekend we will watch some Attack on Titan. Tomorrow we've got Hitman 3 Slav Assassin. And Monday we've got Fire Emblem 3 Houses as well as Assassination Classroom and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So it's going to be good. I'm going to write a comment. To see us despair. Ha. Nice try. I just put a comment in there. He's getting flooded now, so he's probably not able to read them all anyway. But so far, so good. Nico loves it too much. There's an old saying, never love anything so much you can't watch it die. Besides, you have to be a little bit of a despair maniac in order to enjoy a series like Danganronpa. It's practically despair porn. It practically is. It practically is. You have to be at least somewhat masochistic in nature to enjoy a series like Danganronpa. I mean, come on. The series just kills us on the inside with every title. And I'm loving the elements that are incorporated. I think that this episode was already thought of before the original episode came out, because the original thumbnail for Council of Voices is Monokuma going. And that's the animation that played when he blew up. So I have a feeling that sprite was actually requested for that blow up screen sequence and ended up being used as the thumbnail for episode 1. So at the very least, Nico knew what he needed Monokuma to do, which was to blow up, you know? That's my theory at the very least. But obviously, you wouldn't write something like this and create the rules to this without at least first having somewhat of an idea of who you want it to be the Blackened in the end. I mean, that's just how these things work. You sort of know where you want the story to go, and then you start setting up the story as to where you want it to go. Just to ask, do you plan on watching Danganronpa fan games in the future? I've heard so many people recommend fan games. The problem with fan games is that there's so many of them, and if I'm going to watch one, I have to pick one. And everyone's going to recommend all of them, but given the time restrictions, if I had to pick one, you know, I need to pick one. So I'd want to pick a really good one. And not having watched any of them, there needs to be a good one picked. So I don't know. It could end up being that we watch a bit of Attack on Titan and we end up watching a bit of possibly even Danganronpa fan games or memes or something like that. I'm not opposed to it. We've got a 2-week gap before Persona 5 Strikers. I'll give Nico credit. It was a good episode. Oh yeah, it was definitely good. It was definitely entertaining. Kuma, pick Danganronpa as it's based on Nico and we'll keep getting updated. Before I pick anything, I'm definitely have to let people discuss and come back as to what they recommend, because if everyone puts forth just a recommendation without any discussion, there's going to be too many. And something's going to get picked, and it has to be a group decision. It has to be a group decision because of time constraints. That being said, I'm going to have a studio room in the coming weeks. We're moving across to the house around the 17th. So even that's in about 2 weeks. So it's very exciting. It's a very exciting time. Fingers crossed that the internet works fine when that happens. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. There's so much happening, and there's so much good stuff happening, which is what's awesome. I'm having a blast. Like even today's Ace Attorney trial, I would say was one of the better ones. We had the Von Karma trial, which I really did enjoy. We had the Edgeworth trial, which was freaking awesome. And now we had this, which was it was really good. There's really good stuff coming in. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So much good content. So much good content. So we'll figure it out. Don't forget the Board of Wisdom. You'll need it. I've actually got the Board of Wisdom still here. It's in the background. And I've got like 2-3 additional whiteboards. So there's like, yeah. So yeah, when it comes to games, we typically pick new games to bypass the voting requirement, which is why Persona 5 Royale made it, because people wanted Persona 5, but sort of Royale came, so we played it on launch. Same thing's happening with Persona 5 Strikers. We're playing it on launch because I have a feeling that if I put it up to a vote, it would win the vote anyway. So, it's new, it's coming out. I ended up picking up Fire Emblem Three Houses because it was recommended to me, as well as being relatively new at the time. I was late to the party, but it was recommended to me, so I ended up playing. I'm still loving it. So definitely newer games bypass the voting, but any of the older stuff typically has to have a vote. I don't know whether Sentinel still comes down as being new or something that requires a vote. I don't know. But I definitely want to sort of keep it focused and play some of the things we've already started, because we've got so many things running at the same time, and with the copywriting and all that other stuff, everything keeps getting delayed. So I really want to be able to dedicate time to edit out the live streams and have them all catch up. Like, fortunately, I've edited out all the Assassination Classroom and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is already sitting on the Patreon. I've edited the next episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses, which unfortunately got hit with copyright, so I'm still waiting for another few days for that to time out. The Persona 5 Royale reaction videos got hit with copyright. Still waiting for those to time out. Still got to edit out the Hitman. Still got to edit out the Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. So there's a lot of editing. So if I keep throwing in new series, we're never going to move anywhere. We're never going to get anything done. So I've got to do that. But at the same time, we're going to keep the live streams on the weekends going. So we're definitely going to discuss it in the Council of Kumas. We do have a 2-week gap. So we'll discuss in the Council of Kumas on Discord what we're going to do within the next 2 weeks for the Saturday time slot, given that we've just completed Ace Attorney. So we'll definitely discuss it. If you guys haven't actually linked your Twitch and your Patreon to the Discord, you really should, especially if you have access to the thread, because we will be discussing. We will be discussing. So it's going to be fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast. The stream today ended up being, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 hours. And Hutchin's almost ready to do a filming. So it's about time for me to turn on. 13 Sentinel was one of those you want to go in fully blind. I want to go fully blind in all games. I don't play games anymore without recording it. I stopped that a long time ago. So anything new that I played is typically blind. The only ones that I've played recently which I wasn't blind was Devil May Cry 1 to 4, as well as Metal Gear Solid for the most part. Other than that, everything else is blind. All the stuff that we played, Persona, Nier Automata, Ace Attorney, Bioshock, like all the stuff that we're playing, blind. It's all blind, which I reckon is the best way. I can watch my own reaction many years later when I forgot how it was and just sort of laugh at myself. It's one of those nice things. It's one of those nice things. So, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed. I had a blast. If you haven't already, make sure you connect to the Discord. If you scroll down, the link is there. I hope to see you on the YouTube channel where I will be uploading those LPs. Patreon is for the anime reactions, and the reaction channel is for anything that I can upload on YouTube that doesn't get taken down by copyright, which seems to be fewer and fewer things nowadays. It's gone absolutely nuts with the amount of copyright. It is what it is. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. So I'll see you guys on Discord. But as I'm doing in the past few weeks, I am trying to help Star do her push to get 1,000 subscribers so that she can hopefully monetize the channel and hopefully get someone to answer her ticket. So I will link her channel. If you guys haven't already, please head over there and subscribe. Give her a little boost. Show her a little love. Check out the videos she's uploaded. She's into very similar things to what we are, so be sure to check it out if you've got some time. Otherwise, at the very least, just give her a subscription so she can get to that 1,000 mark. Thank you for coming, and till next time, NicoB out. Bye!